It's that time. I'm in the mood. Yes, we're going to have another Retro Robbins show with me, Wayne. Coming up next, we got something old, we got something new, we got a re-review, we got Commodore vs Spectrum, and of course, we've got a whole lot of me on the Retro Robbins show. Joining me now, so roll the titles, hit the starting sequence, run VT, and of course, engage the super converter. Robbins. Welcome to the Retro Robbins show with me, Wayne Retro Robbins, where we're going to have something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. You'll see what I did there later on. Okay, so what we got coming up in today's show? Well, we're going to re-review a couple of games from Crash Magazine 1987, March as a matter of fact, issue number 38. And this is the only show that re-reviews the Crash Magazine's re-reviews on the internet, as it is. That's my little signature. And of course we're going to have a look at a new game which has been reviewed already by one or two other people, but it hasn't been reviewed by me, so I'm going to bring that to the fold. And of course we're going to have some more Commodore versus Spectrum, and today we're going to have a look at a classic Commodore and Spectrum game, but to decide which one's the better version. And as always, it's still fairly neck and neck, and no pretty personal computer has pulled away either. So let's have a look at today's first re-review. Okay, let's tell you a little bit about this game. The presentation was given 54%, the graphics was given 48%, 57% was of course the playability, addictive qualities was 40%, value for money 51%, overall rating 44%, and I've got to stop knocking the camera before I carry on. Brand new mic catching the lead. At least the lead's not dangling in front of the screen like it normally ends up doing. The game's called Loco. The producer is called Algalia, which is spelled A-L-L-I-G-A-T-A, in case I didn't pronounce that right due to the fact that I've got chewing gum in my mouth, and really I should have discarded that before I started this recording. But this is me! And the retail price was £2.99, and the author was R. Stevenson. And let's have a look at the game, shall we? Okay, I've got the file ready. We'll see the loading screen right now. And as always, today's computer of choice is the Engo, clone of the Spectrum Next. We've got the Omni laptop providing the sound, A-voice sound in the background there. Just leave the game particularly running. And also we'll have the Toast Track also helpful there to provide the sound later on in the show, and we might even be going to the original 48K Spectrum for the Commodore versus Spectrum. So let's have a look at the game. Nice loading screen. There's your producers there, the authors, sorry, at the bottom. Press 5 to play. The keys are Q, A, O, P and M. Effectively, you've got this train, which is a locomotion, not pulling any carriages, and I'm already dead. That doesn't surprise me. This is me, for instance. But by puffing, I don't know what killed me there. I really don't know what killed me there. Try again, shall we? You have to avoid things by selecting a particular track to go on to. You have to fuel up. Oh, I'm going to die. If you don't move up or down a track, there's something that comes on the same rail as you and you end up crashing. We'll give it another go and see if we can do better. And already I'm going to die before I've had a chance to do anything. It can be very random, this game. We'll try again. There's a little cart that comes so random. Oh, right, okay. I fired something then, didn't I? Yes, got it. So it's QA, you're going to use P to fire something forwards. I forgot to fire, that's a problem. Keep an eye on things that are coming on the rail. Occasionally you've got to fuel up. There's your fuel going up. Changing tracks as you can see. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, you've got to use puffs of smoke out the top there to get rid of the bombs from the plane by pressing M, and you've got to press P to fire a rocket or something out the front. And you've got to keep an eye on both of them basically. Oh, missed. Okay, so that's enough of that. Shall we say what I say about that game? Loco! And it will drive you loco trying to play it. Here we go, I'm knocking the camera again. Shall we just zoom in a little bit? Better Retro Robbins dodgy camera work. Okay, let's have a look. Shall we say its overall rating was 44%. Effectively, that was a 4 out of 10. And, well, it was a bit mean. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think graphically it's quite nice. It's an understandable, quick, easy game to learn. Bit random, bit tough to play. But, you know, as long as you're quick on the button and quick with your reactions, you should be fine. You'll be able to get pretty far down those rail tracks and destroy any dropping bombs, and cool. So let's move on to our next file. Let's just reset the computer. So we're moving on to Bazooka Bill by Melbourne House. Retail price $8.95. And of course, let's have a look, shall we? Presentation. Oh, I need a drink already. Right, presentation 51%, graphics 54%, playability 41%, addictive qualities 43%, value for money 39%, overall rating 42%, quite a low rating for quite a good looking game. And of course the Crash magazine. The cover of it is that one, which we'll do for you. That I'll take these reviews out this week. So, without no further ado, put the paper down, let's have a look at this game. I don't think it's got 1 to 8K sound. Toe track providing the sound now. Oh, tough choice, eh? Should we have Kempston or keyboard? I think because I don't know the keys, we'll oh, I forgot you. That's it. I see these weapons you can select at the top. Oh, I'm dead already. Oh, you start off at the same place. I'll tell you what, jump! As you can see, I'm behind the windows there, making a run for it. By the way, if you stand still, he taps his foot. Okay, what do I think so far? Well, I'll tell you what, it's quite nice. I think it's an unusually low rating for a game that ain't too bad. I like the fact you don't have to worry about, oh, you got nothing new using your knife, are you? I've got more weapons. And I'm dead already. Why doesn't that surprise me? Press any key to continue. Oh, pressed A. Press any key to start. Go on then. And there's the knife. Oh, I see. You can pick your weapons up as you go along. I won't go upstairs this time. We'll keep it on level. You can outrun the weapons though, can't you? I'll see if I don't. I like it. I don't know why, I just kind of like it. Flip screen, no scrolling. However, it has to be said, it's quite fast. Alright, stop tapping your foot. How can I do anything about that? Right. I'm going to give that also a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's that bad a game. I think it's quite graphically pleasing. It's quite fast moving. It's going to take some working out on how to do it, and probably one I should have a look at the walkthrough first before I try and play these games. But in the meantime, let's move on to another game that we can re-review. Giving that one a 6 out of 10, and I don't think it was that bad. You? Maybe it's one you'd like to try, maybe it's one you've not seen before and you'd like to give it a go. Maybe it's one you used to play a long time ago and you forgot about. Who knows? Hopefully we've brought it back to your attention. Yeah, okay, 6 out of 10. Let's move on to the next game. And of course the next game, it is derived off the cartoon, the animated series, and it's not Bazooka Bill. Which wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, it's hopefully reminds you of something you may have played before. You might want to play again, who knows? So, let's have a look at the next game. It's going to take some getting used to as I just drift through my vast array of different files. And of course this is going to be quite low. And the change of music, by the way, is now provided by the toast rack. Well, just a quick flip of the switch and we're on to a different computer. Can you tell what it is yet? Yeah, we're going to go for Masters of the Universe. So it was produced by US Gold. The retail price was £8.95. And the author was all Adventure Soft, whoever they are. Presentation 68%, graphics 41%, playability and addictive quality were both 27%, value for money 26%, overall rating 28%. Okay, so let's dive into this rather low rated game. Which file should we have a look at? We'll go for the top file. Press K for keyboard, K for keyboard, K for keyboard. It's easy for me to say. Quick Super Max. I should still get rid of this gum. Makes me slur me words. Right. I for interface 2 or J for Kempston. Okay, straight away you can see that this is a hideous game. Don't like the way they completely disappear. What is that colourful thing on the floor? Is it something I got clicked? Ah. There's a little sword status gone red there, so I presume it was something I wasn't supposed to collect. And I obviously died. Okay, so what you got to do? Have I got to go this way? Do I need to click? Is that red thing a good idea or a bad idea? I wish you can go down here. No. So you've got to be going this way. Something moving in the background there, isn't there? In the greenery. The greenery is a very nice bit of scenery. Body shield 1. I'm giving it a good go. I'm trying to work out what it is you've got to do. I've not actually watched the replay on this for any reason. Ah, I think I worked it out. I think you've got to jump over that when it's not flashing. Like that. It's electrified, isn't it? And we've made it over there. Oh. And I think, do we go through the castle entrance or not? Excuse me. You're one of them princes. No. So yeah, the 10 crash gave that effectively 28%. I'm not going to give it that high a rating either. I'm going to give it the same. So I'm going to give it 3 out of 10. I didn't like it. It looks graphically nice, doesn't it, to start with, but it's just, I don't like the way the guy disappears in the background. You know, when you go over him, he's completely invisible. There's colour crash, and then there's totally eradicating colour crash by completely eradicating what it is you're moving over, even though they're still there and they can potentially kill you. So, no, that's a fail, I'm afraid. Let's move on to another game. So, we're going to have a look at this game that's been reviewed on 1 or 2 websites already, but it hasn't come to me yet, so I've played it already, but I'm going to have a little review of it and tell you what I think of it, my thoughts on it. And of course it is I'm Blue, down, 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 no, I'm not. Agent Blue! Because this has got 1-to-8 good 1-to-8K sound in it. Brief look at the loading screen indeed. Should we do that again because I'm not happy with that? I ain't happy about it. Let's try that again. We'll have a bit of a longer look at the loading screen, shall we? And yes. Tape loading simulation, no. Thank you. Boom! There you go, there's a loading screen. I told you I could have a bit of a look in the loading screen. I've had a bit of fun with that. Maybe up on a later show I've been playing around with it graphically. So there's your usual set of awkward keys, QAOP and space, which is no good on a rubber keyboard, because that means my thumb's going to be like that to press it. I hate that, but that's why I like it when you can actually define keys. Always give the option of defining keys, folks. It's much required. M to shoot, space to jump. We'll just get rid of the sound clash. Okay, so what you've got to do in this game, I'll tell you now. You've got to press 5 to start. Enter your code from the top, which it tells you the first code, but if you want to get on to the next part of the game, you have to complete the first part of the game in order for it to give you a code, and it will give you an appropriate code for how well you've done for you to load the next part of the game. However, you could probably find that out anyways, because someone's bound to have posted it somewhere, so you can automatically play the next part of the game. But I hack these games and I put cheats in them anyhow, because that's the kind of guy I am. So, oh yes, I've got an empty jump, isn't it? I couldn't jump because the door was in the way. So we get various little bits of, they look like letters, don't they? We'll go there and collect the bullets and key. You collect each key in sequence to open the doors. On this first one, you've got to rescue that young lady there, that young sprite there. They're not going to get through that door until you... I'll wait here in case she comes up the ladder. Ah. It's a nice idea of a game. Give her a snug. There you go. She'll follow you, but if you walk too fast or too quick, she'll probably stop and ignore you. It's a patience game, really, if you wait long enough. I didn't need to kill him. Oh, I died. How did that happen? I just killed him. Collision control. I never die on the first level. I'm actually quite good at this because I've played it a bit. You're dead. That space for jump it does mean. There's one of the levels as well where you have to jump quite quickly to get in and out to catch a key, and I hate that part because I think. And now we're going to just get off the first level. Young lady is rescued safely by Agent Retro Robbins. Okay, one can make believe, can't they? That's what Book Fez said. Next level gets a little bit more trickier. Nice use of colours. I love the sprite. Oh, now we could be in trouble. Any slight touch on them and it could be disastrous consequences. Collect the keys in order, so obviously we've got to try and get that one up there first. Patience and common sense. Hold on, I've got the key, haven't I? Oh, okay, perhaps I haven't got the key for that. Right, the key for that must be down there, and the key for her must be up there. So, with a little bit of Roger de Courcy and Nucky Bear. I ate that duck. I've got no ammo! I've got no ammo! Why have I got no ammo? Run for it. Oh, I'm doomed. Oh. It's okay. This is 007. I'm sending him in next. Agent 007. When you come downstairs, you'll bite in the dust, pal. Oh. You can die. Thank you. I'll just grab the extra ammo now. I'll get the key in the special envelope. Red letter day. I better stay here because if he comes down the stairs and I try to go up it, I am done for. By the way, you can duck the bullet. You must be able to move like Matrix. Obviously, I'm going to keep around that door because it's up there behind that little guy that's frantically walking backwards and forwards. This is why I'm no good at games with music. The screen keeps moving. Actually, could be my head. I shot him! I shot him first! Cheating game! So unfair! You're dead. Can you see I'm enjoying this? You're both dead! I've got plenty, but look, it's different colour. It was red before, it's now blue. What's all that about? I can duck your bullet, you're just got to stick there. Oh right, I've got the key for that, so I don't need to click the ammo just yet, do I? I'll get it anyways. It's quite fast moving really. Skip. Skip. This time, you bit the dust, pal. It's all part of a bigger cunning plan. So it's graphically very good, the gameplay is very consistent, it gets tougher. This time it's a bloke, so I don't want to get close to him. Get away. Speed and cunning is of the essence. Get back down here quick, come on, follow me. Oh, you're not coming down this ladder then, surprise. Down. Come on, down the ladder. You know you want to get down the ladder, then just do it. I told you not to come down the ladder, didn't I? Stupid boys. Oops. Stupid me. What's he doing? He's all over the gaffies. Up the ladder and die! next level. Oh man. What chance have you got if you're going to go die, duck? Can't open that yet. This is the one where you have to do that jump with the key. Oh, no chance. Ridiculous. Define keys, please. That'd be a nice option. Don't both come down the ladder at the same time. Well, that was handy, wasn't it? Come on, you want to come for a walkie do? Oh no, man, bullets! No! I was going to shoot him, I didn't realise my gun wasn't loaded. Tell me, punk, do you feel lucky? I know what you're thinking. Is that a 5 shooter or a 6? Well, in my case, it was a 3. It didn't help me any. So what do I think of the game? Well, definitely worth a play. Behave yourself, autofocus. Definitely worth a play. I enjoyed it. It's addictive as anything. It's quite tough. Tough to me. Can be tough to anybody. But yeah, it's well done. I like it. Makes you feel like you're into something. You're doing something good. So it's a bit of escapism that we all love. Us retro community specialists. Cool. Okay, let's move on to the next feature. Reset this. Watch the autofocus play up. And move on to the main feature of today, Commodore versus Spectrum. And as you know, it's still pretty neck and neck and there's nothing between the two consoles. So, without no further ado, let's start the feature. The game we're going to compare, we're going to have a look at the Spectrum version first this time round, because sometimes we look at the Commodore version first. This time we're going to go for the Spectrum version first before we have a look at the Commodore conversion and have a look to see which one is better. The Commodore version, not conversion. It could have come on the Commodore first. By Ocean, of course. And it is. Oh, do I need to... Will this work in 1 to 8K? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Indeed we will. Daley Thompson's Decathlon. And everyone has played this. And first of all, let me just make peace with my joystick. Sorry, Dior. Dior, have you got many left? Because this one's about to die. I know you say you've tested it with this game, but this one is about to cry. We're going to have a Kempston joystick. Actually, I think it was Hypersports where you define the keys as a joystick and you could get a little bit more speed. But on this one, we're not going to cheat. We're going to play literally. Love the little. I always put 8 because it's like really easy. That's loud, man. Okay, first event. Come on, come on, oh. Yes, that's got to be a good time. That is pro, man. Ace is in the house. That's right, baby. Huh? Usain Bolt, you are slow compared to Daley. Oh, yeah. High jump time. Come on. Is that a foul jump? Is that a foul jump? Is that a foul jump? What are you scratching your head for? Try again. Perhaps I jumped a little bit high, hey? Yeah, I know. I'm rubbish, but then I made it onto the mat last time. Supposed to increase speed on it. Oh, let's go for the last time, I suppose. Well, you can see the crowd in the background, and hopefully we'll get her to cheer again. Stop it! That's really loud, isn't it? Turn it down, touch. Oh, it's a shot put, isn't it? That's better. There's a crowd cheering. Look, they've even got eyes and noses if you look carefully. Well, they have in the front row. Third attempt. What's the second? Second attempt. What's the qualifying attempt? Oh, that was pretty consistent, wasn't it? 2:16. 2:16.09. My arm's tired now. He's gone over the line. This could be a foul. 18:59. Have that, eh? You're too loud. That's better, isn't it? I'm tired, man. I've hurt my arm. Oh, come on. I'm never going to get over that. Oh, you've just got to time it so right. Come on, run! Ugh. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed. Come on, you're an athlete. Come on, you're an athlete. You can do this. Oh, we're trying. Good to be calm full start, isn't it, eh? Come on, move! Oh, I can feel the pain. I'm feeling the pain. I'm feeling. What is this? 400 metres? No chance. I can't do this much longer. I keep swapping arms. Oh, well, at least it's not my keyboard that's taking a punishing, because right now it would be over. I just about made it. I've qualified. Yes. Ah. Greg Rutherford, eat your heart out. This is the way you do it. Ah. We love that tune, don't we? That is nostalgia right there. Medic! Call me a paramedic! Should we move on to the Commodore version? I think we will. Just wait for the loading screen of the Commodore to appear. And there it is, slowing down, scrolling down, slowing down, from the top. Blocky type of graphics, the usual Commodore looking type of graphics. It's nice that they can play music while it's loading the scan though, I do like that bit. I'm wearing it with pride, even though it's mirrored. So, not a bad loading screen really. Although his arm, which is meant to be at the back, sort of like that, sort of looks out there, you know, to get what that. Unless he's sort of like, no, I don't know. What's he doing with this arm? Sort of. I mean, and how many athletes have you seen running with a gold medal round the neck? Get rid of it. I suppose it is only a loading screen. Don't need to be too picky, do I? Come on then, with the power of editing, let's move straight into the game. We're nearly there. Usually when the music disappears and you see the colour bars towards the end, you know you're about to get into the game. And what have I done with my joystick? Ah, knocked it on the floor. This joystick has been on the floor more times than it's been in my hand. It's my protein drink ready. Doing my warm-up exercise. There are other warm-up exercises, but this is a children's show, so I can't use them. Alright then, here we go. So there's no real SID sound in the game on this, it's just the beginning and the end. And oh, I'm trying to run before I can run. You can go. He's catching me. Oh man, it looked like I was losing that, and then all of a sudden I just smashed it through. Get in there. And you may think that I'm doing rather well, but this is where it all goes horribly wrong. Event number 2. I told you it goes horribly wrong. I can step further. Don't bother with the tape measure, mate. You could do that with a ruler. I don't know what to say. I'm failing dismally. Well, compared to the Spectrum version, the crowd don't look like a crowd, do they, to be fair? That's better. I've still gone nowhere near the qualifying distance, but you know. Oh. They're all red. Failed, I have. Failed. Oh. The shot put. Just hit the button. 34. What's the qualifying distance? That was a foul as well. Why is that a foul? That was my best shot. Just went straight up and down. I had to bash myself on the head with that. 3 fouls. Get on with the next bit. I have not made over on the Spectrum version, am I with this? Oh. I'm exhausted now. Why is that a foul? I'm not going to go for the long distance, I'm tired now. Here comes my verdict. Definitely, I just like the fact that it's more clearly defined. I'm not going to run, am Got the wrong joystick anyway. So I mean, the crowd look better in the background. The cheering's better in the background. I don't know. There's something about the fact that he's got the pixels are better, aren't they? It doesn't matter that it hasn't got as much colour, because I thought it was well done. I thought the loading screen was better on the Spectrum as well, the Decathlon. But Daley Thompson Decathlon will take it for the Sinclair Spectrum. Is a better version than the Commodore. It plays better and it just generally feels and overall looks better. Commodore one, I was expecting more, to be honest, and it sort of let it down. Perhaps it was a little bit too blocky. But yeah, okay, so we'll move on to another one. So let's move on to one more, shall we? Yes, we're going to go for a classic game, Cockatony Wolf. This time round we're going to try the Commodore version before we try the Spectrum version. Interestingly enough, the Commodore version does not have a loading screen or even music while it's loading, but then this was the early days of both particular systems. So I think I need to choose the right joystick to do or not. Ah, something's wrong. Somebody's wrong. Oh, I see. You have to press up on the joystick to fly. Oh, this is hard. Well, it continuously moves on its own. I don't like that. At least with the Spectrum version you stay stationary. Okay, we got my first emblem. By Elite, of course. We all know this game. What a classic. Ah. This is very difficult. Very difficult. Oh, I remember you can land on that one. You can on the Spectrum as well. Oddly enough. Okay, now we've got a chance of getting past this. Oh, I see. To get... Aha! So you have to sort of slow your speed down with the joystick version. It's a dinosaur on this one. Okay. And there's a fire where there's not normally a fire. I'm one of the very few. I'm one of the very few that's completed this on the Spectrum version without infinite lives. Well, with the magic of editing, let's move on to the Spectrum version. So on the Spectrum version you do have a loading screen, and there it is, quality bit of graphics. I love that loading screen. In fact, on the actual RF, kind of makes it look like it's shimmering, but yeah. This is a fairly easy game, isn't it? ZX and 0 to fly, 3 keys. And I'm going to click my first emblem. And notably easier to control on the Spectrum. And there are subtle differences. Obviously the colours are very different indeed. Can you land on this one? Yeah. There's no cloud in the way that's going backwards and forwards on this particular level on the Spectrum version where there is on the Commodore. But you have a thing bouncing up and down there that you don't get on the Spectrum, but also you get the pterodactyl, I presume it's meant to be, instead of a dinosaur at the bottom, and you get a bird flapping round there. There are subtle differences between the two. There's no fire on top of that looks like a dead upside down bat of some sort, doesn't it? And there's no well, you see them later on in the level. So instantly, you know, we've seen more of the Spectrum game than we would have done of the Commodore game. I'm really good at this game, by the way. Not the Commodore version, because that's a little bit difficult. But then that was the second time I've actually ever played it. And I'm obviously going to do better on this. So, with an unbiased opinion, I've got to give you a verdict, and I've got to consider which one of the two games is better. Colour-wise, in the man, he's got coloured wings on the Commodore version. However, it's only two colours. Here is a white pixel blob with wings, and when he's flying, the pixels are quite well done. It looks pretty good. Pixelated the graphics of the actual the sprites that are moving are quite good, and the movement's quite nice. So what am I going to say? What is my verdict? Which one of the two is better? Here comes my verdict. It's back-to-back wins for the Spectrum. I definitely prefer it. One, I prefer the fact it's got a loading screen. Two, it's easy to control. Three, overall, graphically looks better in my opinion. But then remember, this is only opinion, and it may differ. But in this time round, I've gave them both to the Spectrum, giving the Spectrum an overall lead of 2. Yeah, I just prefer Cockatoni Wolf on the Spectrum version, and Danny Thompson's Decathlon. It's also much better on the Spectrum version. The crowd looks like a crowd. The sprite is actually larger on the Spectrum version. Yes, it's monotone, it's one colour, but it's got a character of its own, hasn't it? And it causes nostalgia from when we was back in the day, when we was all in our teenage years and being a bug, if you like. Right, do hope you enjoyed today's show. If you do, remember to like, subscribe and share, and I'll be doing more videos for you, and with more Commodore vs Spectrum, some more reviews of new games, some more Crash magazines. I'm the unofficial Crash magazine reviewer, and don't forget, as always, today's show is run with real hardware, no emulation or simulation in type. We're using proper Spectrums or Spectrum clones, proper Commodore, because to use anything else would be an insult to the retro community. Thank you for watching. In the meantime, everybody have a nice working week or weekend. But for me, Wayne Retro Robbins, it's goodbye from now, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching.